Hey, Nile Motormouth Jenkins here in the Car Connection Workshop, sitting in the Jeep TJ Wrangler Rescue 1997. Thanks for passing by. The biggest drawer in our toolbox for you to connect with us is the homepage of our website. Everything is available to you in one spot. Our homepage at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com, CCBUS is in Sam, net.com. That's where you'll find all our program partners. Just click on their logo, and that's where you'll find in the top right-hand corner all the links that you can connect with us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and we put videos and reels there that you won't see anywhere else. Stevensville on the web.ca. Click on the business tab to open our profile. The link for iHeartRadio is there, and our merch store. Well, let's jump right in to where we're heading today. So if you're looking to save money and you're working on a project, these are some of the things you're going to need to do, and you're going to need to learn it, but it will save you a ton of money. And if you're looking to save money and a few bloody knuckles, then you're on the right YouTube channel when it comes to maintaining your older automobile, whether it's new or whether it's new to you. You can keep them as long as you want. If you tune in, you'll learn enough stuff to do that. So this is a rescue, not a restoration. I've redone the heater control panel, so I know that everything is working the way it should be. And now, believe it or not, all this spaghetti here plugs into this unit. Believe it or not, it's true. It's absolutely true. So this fella here, it's the trickiest one. It really is, because it goes down here, and I still have to fix it down below here because it wasn't connected, and that is the hot cold door. So let's see, see that? I'm moving that with my mind. Ooh, not really. Yeah. So that's the hot cold, and that goes into this unit. I got to remember now. Aha! There it is. See that red tab? That may not mean anything to you, but it certainly does to this, and you don't want to install it upside down. But this one goes right here, and it's a little bit tricky, so we got to go into here. Yeah, it's fighting me. Why are you fighting me? We'll see if we can turn that a little bit and get that in there, because I got to fix it down below. There's the casing. There it is. What are you stuck on, buddy? You stuck on Band-Aids or something like that. Okay, let's get this one in. And that has to go in. It has to lock in on this tab here. See this tab right here? So that goes in there like that. Bring this over. And then that is supposed to turn this way and lock us in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock it in first. Let's do it. I want that locked in the hole. Hear that? That's a good sign. Then we just turn this over and hook that right in. Yep. I can do it. They say you can do it. I know I can. There we go. We're in. Okay, so when I pull this down here, find it again. That's it. Okay. I got to fix it down there. That's another area that was broken. So now we can turn it over without arguing with it. And what do we got? We've got, this one is the Master Blaster. That is all our vacuum. All our vacuum hoses go right in here, into this one, right here. So I'm gonna wait till I got some of this spaghetti out of the way, and then I'll install that one, because it's got to go in a little bit before you can get it. So just, you don't want to be getting rammy with stuff too much, because you will cause yourself a big headache. Okay. Airbag is in and fastened and plugged in. Glove box is in, all fastened with the strap. That's all done. Door pin switches are in. For the interior lights, the one on that side is in. Door pin switch. Yep, that is your door pin switch that turns your interior lights on and off. Okay, we can get this in now. It must have been stuck. Okay, so we're going to go like this. Push that in. Here the clips fasten. All right, next, see this big flatty here? That's going to go, I'm going to see if we can get this all back in the same way it was, would be really good. Okay, we need, this is for the heater, fan switch right here. That should go in here only one way. 4 pins like that. There we go, make sure it clicks in all the way. It's locked, good. Next, this flat guy goes way over here. See if it wants to go underneath. Just kind of help it go where it wants to go, because there's a lot of stuff on this baby. There's those two come over here. Where's it this side? Now we got another one here. Okay. So we want to make sure we don't miss anybody. Otherwise we will not have functions. But you also don't want to get rammy. I need this plug right here over on this side. It needs to go here. Yeah, it needs to come up here. So just untangle what you got like this. Yeah, this is a lot of plugs on one unit, you think? So this one goes here. Come on, little feller. There we go. Make sure it locks in. Line up your tabs. Bam. Make sure that tab goes down. Nothing's going to pull back. What do we got next? We need to plug in some light wear. I'm going to say that would be this one here. That's for lights. Okay, I've got 3 plugs left over. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Okay, so that, we got a ground wire here. That's for radio. What else are we missing here? I think that's it. It's looking like cable. Anybody? Lights, fan, vacuum. These could be something else. I don't know. Probably radio. So let's pull this out. Yep. Pull that through there. Get those out of here. Yeah. Also have a control panel that goes down below here, right here. So this is probably plugging into some of those things. That panel's right over there. So there'll be some of those plugs will belong to the lower deck down here. And or radio, but I can pull that up if I need it. These two, they don't look familiar. This is somebody else's tape job that I didn't do. Yeah, that one. Just double check. Make sure everybody's plugged in here. I didn't miss anybody. So fan switch, lights. Those are all the controls. Vacuum, ports. Anything else? Anybody else? MIA? Not looking like it. No, we're good there. We're good there. Okay, so I will go back under there afterwards and make sure that everything in there is okay. There's the antenna. Oops, did I just reef that out? Of course I did. There we go. I know where that is, so that's not an issue. All right, so now we can just feed this in. I left the center console all apart because I just wanted to show you that's where I'm at. I'm done here. I'm done here. I've left the steering wheel off to give myself room to still get in and finish off the center. Radio is here, it's all ready to go, and it has a cable, so I'll just fish it in there and pull it through and hook it up. So I'm not sure how many cables I need, but there's this one, which is the original, and it attaches to the other part, which is down here, to make it long enough. So we're good. So I just wanted you to see the heater control system is going in. This is how we do it. Now we just need to make sure that we're not destroying anything when we're pushing the cables back. So I have to pull this other cable down below for the heat. That's this one here, the blue-red. That's that cable that I hooked, the only cable I had to hook in. That's not hooked up down below, and it looks like it hasn't been hooked up for a while. So like I said, we got a couple of plugs here. And what I tend to do with that is I'll move them out of my way right now so that I'm not getting caught up in anything, because there's some plugs here I don't recognize. But I can very easily get to radio if I have to, which I will. So we'll make sure radio's in, and then there's stuff like this. See this clip here? I'll just show you that. See that clip right there? That means that this harness needs to plug on, needs to be caught on an edge. So you want to make sure that you're putting stuff back, because this is what I find all the time. I'm leaking. Something sharp got me. So it'll like be plugged on something back here in behind that it can clip onto, so it's not pulled or anything. So again, I don't know those plugs. I did not disconnect those. So we'll just bring down what we don't need, and then I will take care of the heater panel. We'll get it back in there and settled in, and then it's basically, oops, lights out. Does anybody got a quarter we can turn it back on with? So this is going to nestle in here, right to these 4 points right there, and then we're in. So we just want to make sure it's not going back in easy. So that means that wire harness and that cable need to be pulled into place. So here's what I tell you. Do not put the screws in and force this into the hole, into the cavity. Don't do that. I need to go in underneath and make sure that I put all the harness, lay it all in there again, and then I'll deal with the antenna, what I'm going to use for the radio, what is more efficient. So it may be what's already there. And this radio came with the 2006. So I've cleaned it up, and it looks pretty good. And it has Bluetooth, USB. So we'll see, we'll plug it all back in and we'll see if it works. I've got one plug here, and it takes a double. So that would be this one plus the other one, is what I'm saying. It's double racked. So this is plug and play. So somebody did a good job. This is mates to the wiring harness. So it'll be plug and play. And it also has a jack for microphone. And the microphone will go right there. So we're going to take advantage of that. I brought that all with me. I took what I could. And it all cost me $200. So I got this whole dash, all the panels, and everything. And you saw that, you see that in the other video. See this panel? Isn't that cool? Doesn't it look smart? That panel was gray last week, and we painted it together. And it just needs to be clicked in right there. How does that look? Doesn't that look smart? Yep, so I've got the center casing ready to go, but we need to get the radio in, screwed in, fastened in, and wired in, and get this dash, the heater control system mounted. And that could be a bit of a challenge, because I already see a bit of a challenge, is that this is narrower than the 90, this is 97, this is 96, so we may have to do a little modification to get the screws to go in and everybody line up correctly. So if we have to do that, that's not a big deal. So, and the VIN number. Yeah, make sure you change your VIN. And it is. That's 1997. That VIN is 97. The 06 is out of there. I changed that right away because that can become a challenge if you don't change it and make mistakes. So if you're taking a dash out of something and the VIN is attached to the dash, make sure that you take your old VIN, take out the VIN you don't have, and switch it over. I'm okay, thanks for asking. That means it's dry. So we'll lock this down. We'll slip the radio in there. It should go right in here, lickety split, without any issues. It's going to sit right up in here, and it will bolt right in, just like that. How cool is that? So I got 2 screws and 2 screws here. I fixed the install plate, which is right here, so that it fits nice and tight now. There's tabs you can bend over. They only had some bent over, but if you do the end pieces, then it usually locks it in nice and tight. So that will plug and play pretty much. And then we'll fit the shroud over top, the center console, wire in the speakers. I think those other wires hanging down are for speakers, more than likely. I'm pretty certain that's what those are for, left side, right side. And we'll figure that wiring out afterwards. So that's no problem. So that's where we're at. We're just about there. So until next time, if I can do it, you can do it. If you want to save money on your automotive service and repairs, you're on the right channel, because here we teach you the basic fundamentals of owning and operating an automobile. And even working on this 1997 heater control unit, even though it's not electronic, it's not touch control, everything here is on your modern day car today. Fan speed, position of the airflow, center dash, feet, knees and defrost and full defrost, and there's your temperature control. Cold all the way over to freezing cold. This doesn't have air conditioning, so it's just outside air. So all the way to the left is the coolest, all the way to the right is the hottest. So everything works exactly the same way as a modern day vehicle today, 2025, except it's not electronic. And it's much simpler to fix and cheaper. So stop by again. We always teach you 5 things: what it is, where it is, how it works, how it breaks, and what you could have learned from us to prevent unnecessary repairs, which cost a lot of you thousands of dollars every single year. We'll see you in the next one. Happy, healthy motoring. Bye for now. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. If you enjoyed the video, like I know you did, ring the notification bell.